Malia's saying hi. Welcome to our collective readings and psychic readings. Collective reading and psychic reading. Malia's still announcing her arrival. Malia is my Samoyed. Technical terms here. I'm all rugged up today because we've got Antarctic winds. So say winds. Interesting. Coming in from the Antarctic. Where else? I'm sharing this live stream. Really powerful, strong message about your purpose today for the collective. So I'm looking forward to sharing this because last week was really strong. This week is strong as well. I want to say it's very direct as well. It's very, very direct. So I'm just popping this in the share places and we shall channel this. Let me know. It's probably hot for most of you guys. We've got like Antarctic winds, and I'm sure on the other side of the world there's other things going on. We're having like record heat waves and stuff. But hey, that's like the reality of this reality, isn't it? The duality and the polarity of this reality. Funny how they all sound the same. Okay, that one's shared. And then I will share some more. Hi, Julie. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Is it hot or cold? I don't really do too well in the cold, but I'm starting to get better. Being out here on this property helped me to learn to love winter more than summer, because in the winter out here, you don't really have to deal with as many snakes or ticks or, well, kind of, but it's a little bit different to summer. Summer's like next level with nature. Okay, sharing this in one more place. Hello. Oh, yeah, I didn't put the reminder on. I just assume you guys are ready for this every week now. We're all big people here. So the reminder is the regularity of our weekly readings. But then I might start doing it because I'm so close to releasing this thing for you guys. This has been like 8 years in the making, 6 months in the making, and 3 solid weeks working on it to like complete it. It's like, I'm like, it's coming. I'm like, it's like 3 years, like going on to 3.5 weeks of like solid. It's all I've been focusing on, like full dedicated. Okay, let me bring this up. All right, so going to share, 36 degrees. It's hot. Yeah, we got chilly here. Not as cold as what it gets in some places though. Okay, I'm going to share this collective message because it was really strong. And then I'm going to jump into our psychic readings here on this, like I'll intuitively choose some people to do these readings. So the really strong message coming through today was about believing in your purpose, believing in yourself. This is tied into the intuitive channel message that I dropped for my intuitive channel members last night on Telegram. It is about believing in yourself, in your purpose, but not just believing in yourself and your purpose, but believing in the avenues in which this is supposed to birth through. Like, I specifically work with people who are not just jumping on the next fad and the next bandwagon and the next fad and the next bandwagon and the next trend that comes out, because I guarantee, like, honey, that's not your fucking purpose. I'm sorry, it's not your purpose. It's not your unique, deep soul to birth here purpose. There are many leaders on this planet And there are many leaders who create new things, like awesome, maybe that is their purpose, but it's not everyone's purpose to like then do that. It's an aspect, cool, you do that on the side, awesome. But I work with people who are here to really birth and unleash their true soul's purpose. When you walk this path, you're walking in the dark. In the dark is an extremely high facet of information that only the dark readers can read. There's a specific translation that comes through for people who know how to walk in the dark. When you are birthing something new on the planet, it is not the next trend. It is not the next fad. That is not your purpose. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Your soul did not come here to jump on the next trend and the next bandwagon of what that person's doing and that person's doing and oh, that leader's doing and that leader's doing. I'm not here to work with people who are jumping on trends and bandwagons. I'm here to work with people who are willing to walk in the dark. And when I say in the dark, it's not like a bad dark. This is a dark that only your soul knows how to walk because you're birthing what your soul is here to birth. This message, this collective message this morning is coming through really strongly and around like the avenues in which your purpose comes through. So I just had to clarify what I'm talking about with purpose. It's not the trends, it's not the bandwagons, it's not the new shiny thing. It's not. It's absolutely not. If you're not willing to dive into what your soul is here and follow that in the dark, then, you know, it's fine, right? Like go on to the next trend and the next bandwagon. Like if that's alive and it lights you up, awesome. You might make some money from it, awesome. I guarantee you it's not your absolute unique purpose though. And there will be a part of you that is still unsatisfied and it's still not coming to earth and it's still not, because it's not your unique purpose. So when you are like with your unique purpose, okay, as I said, I just needed to clarify what purpose is that I'm specifically talking about and who I work with. Because the collective message is that, and when I say when you're walking in the dark about your purpose, as I said, the dark is a very specific translation for people who know how to navigate and translate that language that is in the dark. So light and dark, for example, a lot of people talk about, you know, near-death experiences. They see the light portal. Well, I never saw that on my near-death experience. I saw dark, I saw black. And I've recently found out that it's actually a really high frequency, and that makes total sense to me because of where I went in that and who I came back in that with and as who I am today. When you are walking in the dark with your purpose, the collective message here today is that it's like you will be trying, I want to say I guess it's the, what is it, the typical like analogy or, I don't know what, like metaphor or whatever, like, you know, it's like you'll get all these no's until you get the yes. Are you going to give up at the no's? Are you going to like quit? Like, you know, the little like cartoon meme thing of like the pickaxe and the tunnels, and he's like gives up just before the diamond is like right there. Like, this is the epitome of walking in the dark of your purpose, right? You never know when it's going to break through. You never know. But the true leaders who are following their unique life purpose, not the next trend, not the next bandwagon, right? The true leaders who are truly, you can feel them. You can feel the true leaders who are birthing something unique, whose birth is not, it's not another trend. Like another trend doesn't sustain. Like I've been working on reality awareness since 2006 when it dropped in for me intuitively in meditation, and I've been working solidly the past 8 years online only, right? I didn't stop all on in-person stuff and worked purely online. In this 8 years, I have had countless people come and like approach me and sell their product and want me to join their network marketing thing or whatever the next bandwagon thing is, and I was like, oh, tempted. No, and I just kept my blinkers on. And I'm so glad I did, because half of those companies are not in existence anymore. And this is the thing with the next trend and the next bandwagon. It's awesome if you believe in it and it's your heart and soul, but I tried all those things back in 2006, 2007, 2008. I did all that, and I was just like, ugh, because I'm not here to do the next bandwagon or the next thing or the next trend. I'm here to birth something that is not yet on the planet, and my sole purpose is to help people who are also here to do that. Because if you're here to truly change and impact the world, you will be birthing something that impacts the world, that is not a trend, that is not a bandwagon, that is not something that will fade away when all the hype wears off it. Yes, I love that. I love that, Julie. Trusting in the dark is walking into the womb for rebirth, and trust that without the dark, there would be no light. All of those pieces. So the main collective message that I'm getting to and sort of tapping onto, it's kind of like, it's like you will know when you're about to break through to the diamond of that metaphoric analogy, right? When you can feel, it's like it's almost there. It's like it's not almost there. It's like it's there, and you're like, oh, it's not there yet, and it's there, and it's there. And the signs become, what's that word I'm hearing sing intrinsically. I think I'm getting two words mixed up at once. Intrinsically, explicitly. So intrinsically is an essential or natural way, which makes sense. Intrinsically, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. In a way that comes from outside or is not related to something or someone. And this is the thing where it's like these signs become I didn't even know that was a word. Extrinsically, in a way that comes from outside or is not related to someone or something. So it's got like a negative connotation there, but it's kind of like the signs are so explicitly, I don't know, it's so weird. I get these words, they're trying to, explicit. Isn't that like I thought it's so weird. What is this? Explicit. What is that? It's like explicit, fully revealed or expressed without vagueness, implication, or ambiguity. And ambiguity, oh my God, my smile, blah, blah, blah. Ambiguity. Leaving no question as to meaning or intent. Like it's like you can't even doubt it is the thing, that like the feeling that I'm trying to, and this is the thing with your purpose, right? The collective message today is solely about your purpose, in essence, that when you're about to hit the diamond and through that tiny bit more of dirt that you're about to go through, it's like the signs are so explicitly clear. There is no room for doubt. And it is just like, it blows your mind with how clear this is and has become. And you'll be so glad that you never gave up. And the thing is that as we're about to birth and break through, we know these analogies, like you can literally, like you will literally be forced to surrender. It's a bit like the mother who's giving birth. We're using the womb analogy today. It's kind of like she gives up right before, and it's like the surrender is what, you know, like the baby comes. And it's kind of like that you will be tested and trialed and tribulated and tested. Because if you are truly the person who is going to bring your unique purpose that is not yet on the planet, that lasts for dawning of ages, that is not the next trend, that is not the next bandwagon, that is not, right? The next, like your purpose, you will be tested to see if you really are the person to bring this through, because it needs to sustain for all of time. It is not a trend or a bandwagon that will disappear in 3 or 5 years just because it's a company that's what companies, you know, sometimes do. Because if you don't have that deep solidified, like it's the trust in not just your purpose and yourself, but trust in the connection, that your connection to spirit, to source, to your soul, to the whole symbiosis of the plan that you came here to do anyway, right? It's that level of connection that you feel. The people that give up, the people that don't follow through on their unique purpose and actually bring it to earth, are the people who don't trust and like feel that connection strong enough. They take the outside sources, their family, their friends, their all the things as a higher regard than their unique soul and purpose and what they're here to do. They're so imprinted, and that has a heavy weight, and they use that more than what they do for their soul. I'm here for the people that are willing to walk in the dark, that are willing to follow their soul, that are willing to go and be trialed and tribulated and initiated into the full depth of their purpose to birth what is not yet here on the planet. The collective message today is strong. That now is the time. Like in the last 2 weeks, we have shifted energetic dimension and there is a collapse happening, right? There's people that have shifted to this higher dimension. And there's people that are on a collapse and they're getting hit left, right, and center with all of these pieces. The people that are here, right? And I know it sounds judgmental, but the people who are here are the ones who have chosen their unique purpose and they're pulling it through and birthing it. This is a new paradigm that is birthed through and people can feel it. And if you're not feeling good, it's because you're choosing the bandwagons, the fads, the family, the friends, the societal ingrained trainings, and you're still connected to this paradigm because you're too scared to lose sight of the shore to come to where your purpose is calling you forth. Your unique purpose will go against the grain of everything that you've been taught, that everything that you think is like, normal. But at the same time, there's a part of you that's like, this is so normal. This is so normal. This is normal. How can people not see this? This is normal. The strong message for the collective this morning is the innate connection that you feel. And I think I need to draw this because I keep forgetting finishing the actual message that's trying to come through. So if I just draw it and then it will, then I should be able to complete the friggin' message. Hang on a minute. Because I was sort of going off track a little bit. Hang on. So I don't know how to describe what I'm seeing, okay? But it's kind of like, kind of really wrong colors to describe what I'm seeing, but bear with me. So if this was like your solar plexus, right? And then you've got, your body, whatever. I don't know. Human. Is that a human? Bear with me. I'm trying to describe something. And this is like source, spirit, whatever. But it comes in here, right? Comes in and it also connects back up. And the collective strong message is that, like, you are innately connected to this. We all know this, right? We all know that we are innately connected to a source. But when we are born, society is purposely cut off from the crown and cut off from our source and then programmed in our mind of all these, Netflix, societal program, generational raising, like whatever fucking news, like we're just programmed, okay? And so we're here and we're at this, like, what if you want to call it, we're at this dimension, okay? And so we're just stuck here. We're absolutely stuck here. And if people try and go into their heart, they're brought back up into their head and they're stuck in this dimension, okay? I don't know, is it a dimension? Is it a computer game? I don't fucking know. Like, who really actually knows, okay? But bear with me. So the piece right now is that your innate connection, okay, is your source, is your power, and that it does get to a place where a lot of people do disconnect from, society programming or news or whatever, okay? They're like, yeah, I'm not listening to all that crap anymore, but they're still too scared to come fully into their heart and their power and then birth that down to the earth. And they're still too scared to connect to the true source. And so that's when they go back into societal programming for bits and pieces or whatever, and they're still here, okay? A lot of people come down here and then they come up, or they come here and they come down. Like, they're just still stuck here. So, okay, so what was the purpose of the collective message? So that connection, okay. So the connection, so the piece is, okay, so the main message is that your purpose, your unique purpose, is this innate connection, and you're so close to hitting the diamond through the dirt, that analogy. And the signs, like, you've always had signs about your purpose, right? You've always had signs about your purpose. But then recently, the signs have been next level, okay? The signs have been next level. This, like I said, the word that was trying to come through explicitly, intrinsically, fully revealed or expressed without vagueness, implication, or ambiguity, like leaving no question as to its meaning or intent. Like, it's so fucking clear. There's no doubt about this. Like, there's absolutely no doubt about it. And those signs are so clear. Like, you've always had signs, but these signs are blowing your fucking mind, right? And so with that connection with your unique purpose and with the signs is also that, I don't know how to draw this next bit. So if we've got the source up here, it's connected to us, whatever that is, I don't know, whatever, you get it. And you like, you're so clear in that, okay? And then the sign, like you're that close to the diamond, the signs are ridiculously, like you've always had signs that they're just so strong. The signs are so strong. The signs are so strong. It's blowing your mind, okay? Yet still, there is this almost like, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to get through, bear with me. It's like you're still trying to, okay, here it is. You're still trying to impose your human will and trying to figure out your source and your purpose. So you're doing this thing or this thing or this thing or this thing or this thing. And it's kind of being met with a no, sorry, can't help you. No, this, no. And so you're kind of like hitting up against this wall, right? And yet, all you did was impose your human will on something that was already planned out for you and your purpose and your destiny and your divine life plan. So what the fuck are you trying to do enforcing your will when God already has a plan, when spirit and your source and already has a plan? These are not the way, okay? Because also what's happening is a redirection. So I posted not long ago, rejection is a redirection. I almost want to repost it because it's a really strong message coming through the collective right now. Like all of these little pieces that you're trying to impose your human will on, okay, is why you're getting knocked back. Now it's also redirecting you back into here. It's almost like you can't go anywhere but here, okay? And the thing about you staying fully focused here on the next thing that you're being guided to do is that, hey, did you forget that actually, like, it's actually like this? And did you forget that actually God's already got a plan and that it's already like fully sorted in every single cell, in every single thing, in every single thing, in every single thing, in every single... Does that make sense? Like, no, your job and your duty is to wait for the next task and the next task and the next task and the next task. Your purpose is already mapped out. Your mission is already complete. Your unique life purpose came with not only a blueprint, but it came with the symbiotic nature of how everything works and how God and all the pieces, source, spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it, it's already. It's like it's almost like there's nothing that you need to do. Of course, there's always things that we need to do. But if you're getting knocked back and knocked back and knocked back, it's because you think that you have to do it. But God already has done it. God already has done it. Okay? And so the collective strong message is like, but the plan is already there. The plan is already done. There's a symbiotic nature that is unfolding right now, and all you need to do is continue the signs, but move forward only with this, because it's this. Now, it doesn't mean that you give up all hope and you don't try ideas and things that you're going to do, but it's kind of like, is this an aligned idea, or is this an idea coming from fear because I'm not trusting, I've forgotten this? Like, of course that you need to follow ideas and all those sorts of things, but if it's like, if you keep getting hit with this, it's more like, well, ask the question, like, did I do this out of fear, or am I doing this out of trust? Like, it's a definite feeling. You can feel when you're like, oh, it's trying to scramble, oh, I'm gonna miss out, or whatever the thing is. It's like, no, No. No, that's not the path. But you might do some things and you're like, oh, that feels right. And then you get knocked back with the no. But all that is doing is chipping away the next little bit of dirt, the next little bit of weight dirt. Because you're not stopping. You're just like, oh, well, come back in. What next? What's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? Really strong alignment. It's alignment. Alignment is the word. Alignment is the fucking word. If it's not in alignment, and you'll feel it. Alignment feels like peace. This is Archangel Chamuel is the Archangel of life purpose. Life purpose Archangel. Alignment feels like peace. Alignment is not fear, scattered, doubting, ungrounded. Alignment is trust, peace, safety, calm. It's a deep internal feeling. If you're feeling fear when you're making a decision and it's really ungrounded and scattered and it doesn't feel right, well, don't do it. But if there's feel the fear and do it anyway, is a different feeling of like, you know, your life's about to change fear in a good way. But if you're doing it out of FOMO or gonna miss out or the next bandwagon because everybody's doing it and oh, I better do it too because that's my purpose. No, I guarantee you it's not. I guarantee you it's not. Yes. Yes. Okay, I didn't check any messages then because I was just in a flow. So let me just scroll the messages. So this is, yes, exactly, Karen. I'm getting no's and then yeses and none of it's worrying me. Awesome. And that's the place you want to be in, right? And this is kind of like, no, oh, okay. Like next, you know, and this is, where was I describing that compass point thing? I think that was in Master Manifestor actually. How interesting. Alignment with the vibration. I was going to say alignment is the vibration. I thought you said alignment is the vibration. That's interesting, right? Alignment is the vibration. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the strangest things are working together. Exactly. And this is kind of like, wow, I couldn't have done that if I tried. It was like when my reel went viral on Instagram and it was like, that was so divinely intuitive. And what was I doing? I literally had filmed divine step number 3, the 12 divine steps to awakening your life purpose in trust intuition. Divine step number 3 is the willingness to follow what you're being guided to do for your purpose, for your life, for anything, right? It's exactly this. Handing your will over to spirit. It's that. It's not outside influences. It's God, it's spirit. That reel went viral. It's nearly up to 7 million views. Like, I didn't do that. Some people are like, it's the algorithm. I'm like, I filmed that reel because they were saying, you know, from divine step number 3, I'm willing to do what I'm being guided to do. If you watch that reel, I literally say that. And I was kind of laughing because I'm like, I can't believe I'm putting this out here because I must have kind of known. I was like, this came straight from spirit, straight from source. It will make no logical sense and it will make absolutely soul sense. And that's your purpose. That's the feeling. Alignment is the vibration. Yep. Okay, let me just check these comments. And so whilst I'm going to go through these comments and just check, there is lots of synchronizations. There's lots of signs. The reality has shifted. We've shifted dimensions. Like reality is not the same. Timelines have shifted. Timelines are constantly shifting, but there's been a significant dimensional shift. Like it's really, really noticeable, really noticeable. Okay, so I'm going to have a round of yes pleases. So I'm going to jump into individual readings now. Guys, keep your eyes peeled for this thing that I've been working on for the last 3 weeks. It's massive. It's massive. I'm so fucking excited about it. It's everything. 8 years in the making, 6 months in the making, and then the last three weeks of like, that's all I've been working on. I'm just like, oh my goodness. So for those of you who are new here, I'm going to move into choosing somebody intuitively on the live stream and doing individual readings. So how I do that is if you just type in yes, please, just type it in once every time I ask for a new round. Okay. So, and then I'll have a list of your yes, pleases. I'll pick someone. I'll read somebody and then I'll finish that section and then I'll ask for a new round of yes pleases and then so you can type it in again on the next round. Okay, so it's sort of different rounds that I do in here. If you listen carefully, there'll be messages for everybody. So yes. Okay. So yes, please, or yes, Hannah, or whatever. Okay. So I'm just going to now just turn the heater on and wearing 50 layers. Just turn the heater off. Because, you know, started channeling really strongly. Okay. All right. I'm just going to check these comments while I'm waiting for this yes, please. Such a powerful message. It was really strong. It was all purpose. Last week was relationships and this week is purpose. Yeah. Yes, when you're raising a child or going against the grain of society in any way, shape or form, it is so fucking normal for people to walk out of your life. The people that you thought were supposed to be there till the end or support you or they just go. Definitely read my book if you haven't read my book. Charlie, I saw your comment there. Yes, there's a lot of people who are sick as well. So if you're sick, something is out of alignment, plain and simple. If you're sick, something is out of alignment. Yes, it's emotions. Yes, it's blah, blah, blah. Yes, it can be spraying water, all the things. Like, you know, there's a lot of, seeing a lot of reports from communities that foods are not sprouting and growing trees and it's not, they grow and then they fall off and they're not ripe and all these sorts of stuff. Like, I believe that there's something happening in our water on a big collective scale. So, you know, all those sorts of things. But at the same time, if you're out of alignment, you will be unwell. Something is out of alignment. You're not listening in some way, shape or form. Yeah, there's many things I could talk about and health stuff in itself. So, okay. Been crying so much over the last week. Good. Crying is healing. Healing, healing, healing. Okay. Yes, yes, awesome. I love that, Sarah. I've been releasing so much childhood trauma the past 3 weeks. I feel this time has come in order to heal and commit to my life purpose, to help people exactly. You know, like the people who commit to healing their childhood trauma, all the generational stuff, all the stuff, right? They're the ones who find their purpose. Like, this is what we do in Trust Intuition. Trust Intuition is designed for you to heal and release trauma, because if you can't hear your intuition clearly or understand your unique gifts and purpose if it's filtered through all the trauma that you've grown up in. Plain and simple. Healing comes first and then your purpose comes after that. People are like, what's my purpose? And I'm like, have you healed? Have you gone on a healing journey? Now, sure, you could just birth your purpose, sure, but like, show me someone who's birthed their true unique purpose who hasn't healed their childhood shit. I'm willing to meet you. Please turn up. Because it doesn't happen like that. Okay. Yes, awesome, Gemma. I love that it was perfect when you jumped on and heard this. So good, so good. Okay. I'm just checking these comments and then I'll find the yes pleases. Okay. Signs and synchronicities. I think I will do a live stream on signs and synchronicities because they have been so different lately with the dimensional shifts. And like, reality is different. Reality is very different to what it was 5-10 years ago. It's extremely different, right? Time's different, timeline jumping, portal openings. It's very different. Okay. All right, so I got to the yes pleases. Okay. So who is this reading for? I've pulled from the, okay, here we are. Okay, so is it, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Editor? So it's Edyta Christensen. Okay, so I'm just going to read for, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Editor? So is she still here? I'm just going to check. You have to stay here for your reading. If you say yes. Okay, yes, you're awesome, you're here. Oh, Eddie. Okay, perfect. I'll call you Eddie. Thank you. Okay, so I've pulled from the subconscious deck, the mermaid deck, which is deep. When the mermaids come to you, it's deep in the subconscious. Okay, when the mermaids are here, we're deep in the subconscious. We're deep in the depths, right? We know the ocean is limitless, etc. So interesting. So the return of Aphrodite, temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. freedom, independence, self-determination. So it's the past. So I did pull a full spread. So let's go through these here. Just watch out for scammers, guys. I think there might be scammers out there. Okay, maybe they're about to come on. Okay, so we've got freedom. We've got concoction. I can't talk this morning, so we're just going to leave that. It's seashell divination. Wisdom of shells. It's understanding your intuition via reading shells, just like we do for cards. The mermaids read shells and so much more. Time and tide. Oceanic spells and rituals. This one, Lemuria returns. This one is time out, solitude, awareness, contemplation. Okay, so whilst this is like your intuition, like freedom, your intuition, I feel like you've broken free from something, the freedom card, you've broken free, but it feels like you're under a spell because you're like, what the fuck is actually going on? When we arrive at a place where we have broken out of something, there is literally a dismantling of the spell that you were under. Now I'm using spell in a metaphorically term, okay? Sure, someone might have put a spell on you. Sure, you might be cursed. Like, could be past life. Sure, you might need to undo that. But the thing is a bit like what I was explaining here. The spell of being here, programmed here, is a spell, is a curse. Now, whether you want to call this Netflix, Warner Brothers, societal news, government programming, or a generational relationship programming that you were in and then you've broken free of, it's going to be called a spell, okay? So I don't mean it in a like you've been hexed and spelled way. I mean it in like it's time to deprogram from what you've been in. So you can, and this is more about connecting to your intuition. And I want to say for you, Eddie, it feels like you've reached a level where your intuition is heightened, and that will make us feel a little bit crazy because actually when we come out of a programming, it's like removing, like if you've been wearing rose-colored glasses and you take those glasses off, you're going to be like, wow, what is this world? Like, how come it's this color? I thought it was this color. Do you know what I mean? And so this is like simply because the timeout card is in the future, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. This is your time, like keep hearing like defrag. It's time to defrag. And because the Lemuria returns is in what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. And the bottom, so the overlying message is the return of Aphrodite. If I can get it, it's the bottom card. Temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating you sacred. Like you're returning back to your true nature. The Lemuria returns, earthly spirituality, community, ocean. Like this is you coming back to yourself, the birthing of a new cycle. She's pregnant, right? And it's like this place where it's time for you to reconnect to yourself. Like you've broken out of something. Yeah, foggy feeling, right? You've broken out of something, but it's time to come back to your true nature. So when we are feeling foggy, it's kind of like the first thing we want to do is diet and deep body physical cleanse. And especially if you've got the time and space after you've broken out of something, it's really helpful to like recalibrate to this new cycle. It's 11/11 as I've seen. Reading this for you now. You know, it's time to recalibrate back to your true nature. Yeah, which is all these cards. It was like time out, solitude, alone. So it's like coming into a place where you're reconnecting back to your true nature. So, and that's like on all levels, right? It was like the intuition of, you know, the seashell divination, the wisdom of shells. It's kind of like it's time to reconnect to your intuition about what you're being guided to do, not what somebody else is being guided to do, which is kind of in alignment with our purpose message that I was getting at the start of this. It's kind of like we break free and break away from all that we've known. And it's kind of like, whoa, I don't know what is this? What is this, right? And this is where you find your grounding again, right? The now card and the next 6 months card is oceanic spells and rituals. It's like it's time to come back to earth. It's time to come back to your heart. Whoops, where is it? It's time to come back to your heart. She's drawing a heart in the sand. The sand is the subconscious. If you can spend time at the ocean, super healing, super healing, right? Yeah, so you need to figure out how to do that. Yeah, so what does your heart want? And all the time when you've broken free from something, you're like, well, I don't fucking know. So you start today. What do I want to do today? Well, I want to sit in the sun. Okay, we'll sit in the sun. Well, I want to go to the water. We'll go to the water. Step by step, by step, by step, by step. Yeah? I'll have another round of yes, pleases, please. So yes, so So yeah, so another round of yes pleases. So I've closed off this reading, so you can put a yes please in again. I mean, just like don't sit there and go yes please, yes please, yes please, because that's spam. But when I ask for another round of yes pleases like now, please pop them in. Awesome. Okay, so that was for you. You're very welcome, Eddie. Okay. All right. So, if you guys are curious, what am I trying to say? If you resonate with the messages that I share on this reading every day in Intuitive Channel, every day except Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, I switch around, 6 days a week, I pop in a message in the Intuitive Channel. So the Intuitive Channel is a channel on a private channel that I have on Telegram, and it's a monthly subscription that you can join, and there's a 2-week free trial. You can have an upgrade, so you have the full moon ceremony included, which full moon is actually next week, I think. Coming up to full moon. Yeah, next Sunday is full moon, so be aware of that with the energies coming up this week. So you can upgrade to the full moon ceremony being included in it for you. And every day I pop in a message, whether I do a card reading or I just channel a message for the group, for the collective in there. We talk about Schumann resonances and whatever's going on energetically. So if you're just like fried and going, what's happening? It's like, oh, look what was going on. Or I just channel the message and you're like, that's what's happening. So if you want that daily support, because it is like getting a personal private message from me on Telegram, just comment channel below and I'll send you the link with all the details. As I said, there's a 2-week free trial, so you can jump in and experience it. And if you jump in this week, you can get an experience of the full moon ceremony as well, if you'd like to stay in there too. Okay, so who is this reading for? This is for, okay, just checking these yes pleases. Starting at the top of the list. Okay. So Julie Callahan, I think is how you pronounce it. A lot of transformation going on, a lot of darkness to light, a lot of happening. Wow, this is really huge for you. I almost want to say, has there been a death in the family or around, or something that felt like death, or like just heavy on the heart almost. But it's like such a huge transformation, or maybe I'm just picking up the level of transformation has been that big that it feels like death, which when we're dying, like when we're having a consciousness shift, it literally feels like we're dying. Like for example, I was speaking to someone just the other day, she's like, I'm only going to live for another 2 years. And I'm like, no, we don't know our time of death. I mean, maybe we do, but we don't know when we're going to die. And I've had clients in the past where they're adamant that they're not going to live past a certain age. Like they're very clear on the number. And I'm like, nah, it's a consciousness shift. And lo and behold, like I've done this for many, many years. And you just let go of your career and all that you were. Okay. Yeah. And, you know, and so like, they're like adamant they're going to die at this age. And I'm like, no, and I'm like, let's do all the work. So we do all the intuitive, deep internal work that I do with my clients. And they're still here. They're still here after the age that they thought they were going to die. And I was like, well, maybe on a timeline you were going to die. But at the same time, what they're picking up, because these women that I work with are fucking highly intuitive. They're so highly intuitive, but they haven't recognized or can understand their intuition yet, which is what I help people with. And what it is this consciousness shift, or it's kind of like a timeline shift, or it's when the children leave home, or it's when whatever, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, there's a part of you that is dying. You're not a hands-on mum anymore because they've flown the nest. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's like there will be some sort of significant big shift. So Julie, so that's what I was picking up. You said, I just let go of my career and all that I was. And it's interesting. It's so really powerful, this reading for you, because it's like shadow work. And we can see the dark. Now, this is a crow or a raven. I love crows and ravens. They literally are the messengers between realms. They're the only, well, they say the only creature that can go between realms, between our dimension and other dimensions. So that's why they're called messengers. This is shadow work. And then you have alchemy. And then you have deep peace. And then you have angels. And then you have compassionate choices. It's kind of like, and then the bottom card, what's the bottom card? treasure trail. I'm like, you know, and this was like, it feels like a death, but I don't feel it was like, it feels as big as a death, but I was like, I don't know that somebody's died, but it felt. So shadow work, when we transform through shadow work, it's alchemy, absolute alchemy when we transform through shadow work. And then we have deep peace, right? So past, right now, present, and future 6 months, deep peace. Hello. Hello. And then we have angels. This isn't what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. I hope I made the right choice. I know I did, but I'm not sure. But I know I did, but I'm not. Yeah, you did, because the angels have been guiding you with this. And then this one, compassionate choices. Now this card particularly, in the actual meaning of the card, is about going vegan. I mean, maybe you need to change your diet. That did come up actually in the last reading as well for Eddie, about, you know, when you're in a place that you can do, you know, big cleanses and changes, and, you know, when you stabilize into a new reality, it's an awesome time to do a physical cleanse and like proper concentrate on it and clean your body out, like, because, you know, like every 7 years our cells completely switch over and regenerate, right? And we can help that process by changing our diet and staying on a certain diet for 7 years. I don't know. You know, like we should be cleaning our body. We should be cleaning our liver. It's our filter in our body, etc., etc. And when we do it in coinciding, I don't usually recommend people doing like full-on detoxes and diet changes when they're in the midst of a big change. Like, I just don't. It's too destabilizing. But once you've settled into a new paradigm, it's so supportive, like, to do a huge, big physical detox, because you're purging out, like, in a cellular level, like all that stuff, right? So it's really awesome. So yeah, and so then you've got compassionate choices. So it could be about, you know, diet changes, as I said, it is coming through. But then you've got treasure trail. And so I feel for you with this, Julie, is that, like, you know, in the sort of doubting, it's kind of like, I want to say, keep alchemizing the dark, right? Keep alchemizing the dark. When you see what's coming out, I am getting it ready for Tuesday Tarot tomorrow, so you guys will see it there. Oh, you're taking a sabbatical. Okay, so sabbatical. 6 months sabbatical. And this is where it's kind of like awesome time to do that. And it's almost like this treasure trail is like, I wonder what's going to unfold. Sunflowers are about leadership, about stepping into your leadership role, right? And then you've got the beautiful, what are they called? It's on the tip of my tongue. They're so sweet and gentle, these parrots. And then obviously the budgerigar. But it's like this princess parrot. It's a princess parrot. I used to have a princess parrot. It's so beautiful. Sorry, touched my heart. Literally touched my heart. Sorry. Okay, this is the message. What's gonna only follow the trail that's gonna touch your heart. That's the message. You've transformed the darkest aspects of what you've been in. Keep alchemizing. Sorry, where I was going was like, what I'm releasing tomorrow is gonna help you with the alchemy. Anyway, you'll see it. Or you could just do what you're doing, of course. Only follow the trail that it touches your heart. That's your strong message. Like, you've done the hard part, because this is the peace, right? The deep peace. Like, you can even see the crow up there saying, yeah, through the realms. Like, only follow the path that touches your heart. That's your message. Like, moving forward, and it's like compassionate choices, and it's like, if it doesn't touch your heart, it's not the path. If it doesn't touch your heart, it's not the path. I like that. Let's go write that down. Hang on a second. If it doesn't touch your heart, oh my God, that's like the best. If it doesn't touch your heart, it's not the path. I fucking love that so much. Oh my God. Okay, that's your message. I'll have another round of yes pleases, please. If these messages are resonating with you and you'd like to receive daily messages from me, an intuitive channel on Telegram is where I drop daily messages in the channel. And, you know, you can share and have like little mini group chats if it calls to you. If not, you don't have to be part of the chats, but you can definitely have the messages come through for you. As I said, I do readings or tune into the cosmic energies or whatever's channeling through specifically for the group. So just comment channel below and I can send you the details. There's a 2-week free trial on that. And if you jump in this week, you can upgrade to the full moon ceremony and you can get that included with the 2-week free trial. So basically you get to experience the full moon ceremony this week. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Okay, these yes pleases. So I saw Julie had said here as well, another Julie, but I'm currently doing a watermelon juice cleanse. 2 gallons a day. And as I'm healing, I'm wondering how it's going to turn out. The flower. Oh, the sunflower is the flower of my ministry. Oh my God. So if that wasn't a message for you. Only, what did I say? See if I didn't write it down. If it doesn't touch your heart, it's not the path. Oh my God, I fucking love that so much. It's the best. Oh my God, it's the best. Okay. Okay. Next person. Sorry, I've got decks underneath piles of, well, it's the drawings that I just did for this reading. Okay, who is this message for? Whoever this message is for, something about the water. Maybe it's the water you're drinking. Maybe it's being around bodies of water. Maybe it's the water in your body. Needs cleansing. Sounds like a bit of a theme at the moment. Okay, so these yes pleases. Felt superhuman. Watermelon fast for 28 days. Woof. Fucking knew I would feel superhuman with that. I love that. Okay. Thanks, Drew. You've read for me before, but give someone else a turn. Okay, so this lady here, Prema. Well, I'm assuming it's lady Prema Radha Krishan. It's Monday morning. I'm not pronouncing things properly, so bear with me. You wouldn't think I got like A's pluses in school for English. And I'm an author, you know, so whatever. It's the channel. Okay, is Prema. Yeah, okay, awesome. Drinking energy drinks, yes. Okay, so this message for you, Prema, something about the water on it's so interesting. And only because, so these cards, I'm not going to be able to find it now. The Ways of the Water was sort of jumping out at me, and when I picked up the deck to start shuffling, it's such a beautiful card, that one, The Ways of the Water, the White Willow. And this one's getting about the message about the water. The final outcome card for you has actually got this on it as well. Ripple outward, self-heal. And it's time to go in, not out. It's like there's something, like you're really awesome, right? I feel like you're really awesome. You do your work, blah, blah, blah. But lately you've been looking too outside yourself. Did you listen to the reading at the start, the collective message? Because re-listen if you didn't, but really strong. So you're usually really good, but lately you've been like, and I want to say it feels like you've been falling apart. Like the way that, oh, it's not even that. Maybe it is. Has this dropped in and then that's the splash up maybe? Because it just feels like it's like you're like going down, like, yeah, you're like the seed, yeah, falling apart, right? And you're just like, it's like you're sinking to the bottom and you're falling apart at the same time. Everything is like dismantling. And it's a bit like, almost a bit like this. It's kind of like come down and like it's just obliterated everything. It's obliterated everything. Do you know what I mean? It's just like everything that you've ever known or has ever held you together is just absolutely disintegrating. I want to say it's not there anymore, but it still is there, but it's disintegrating. It's absolutely disintegrating. Like if it was a web, you know, like a spider web, like a spider web would catch it and like, you know, the spider web would be like this, but the spider web has just gone like, you know, it's not there anymore. Absolutely not there. This is the future card. Past card, technical, is just be, and you're like, well, if I haven't been able to do anything else. And this one, ground and center, red clover, is interesting, the heart. If it doesn't touch your heart, it's not the path. Now, if it doesn't touch your heart is not the path, is a little bit contradictory, because even when we're following our heart and following our soul purpose path, it doesn't always feel good, but we know we need to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like, sometimes it's really fucking hard and we're wondering why we're doing it, but we wouldn't do anything else. So it's like, and that's sort of like the pick and the axe going through the, you know, the dirt, right? Okay. And so this, The overlying card is the pocket of protection. This makes me want to cry, Prema, because it's like when this is dismantling and we have nothing to cling on to, like absolutely nothing, like there's nothing. We're just like, we just can't anymore. Like I can't, like it's literally, I don't know how to describe it. It's literally like your entire aura is like, becomes an eggshell and it just breaks. It's like crumbling. Like it's, you know, when an eggshell has been sitting on the cupboard or something, I don't know, like, you know, and it goes really dry and brittle, and, you know, and so when you touch it, it just turns to dust. Like, I don't know, have to sit there for a long time, but you get that analogy, right? Like that's literally like where you are. And it's like, you just can't, I just can't. You're protected in this, okay? I fucking hate the term. I hate the term. This is happening for you, not to you. I fucking hate that. It is like the most spiritual bypassing comment you could ever say to someone who's going through this. Absolutely. Now, I'm not coming in that from a victim standpoint, but sometimes, like when there's true healing going on, we need to blame. We need to go through those threads. Otherwise, they sit there and they rot and they fester. So with everything that's dismantling, you're protected. There's a card from another deck coming through. It's like, it's the Saltwater Oracle. Like a veil of protection, which is this is pocket of protection. Like you're being protected. Oh, I'm covered in goosebumps. I want to say to you, Prema, there is fucking incredible life-changing things on the other side of this, and you won't even have to do a thing. They will literally be drawn to you like this Nautilus shell and the spiral and the vortex happening, because you know how it's like this dismantling, as I said, right? And it's like, you know, literally that, like you're going down, you're sinking, you're drowning, and everything is just like, and or the spider web analogy, and it's dismantling, or the shell breaking and there's nothing there anymore. Like there's no protection, there's no shell, there's nothing. What's happening in that is this vortex of energy. Okay, like this analogy is creating a vortex where you don't have to push anymore. One could call it your masculine shell is disintegrating and you're coming back to your pure feminine essence, and absolutely incredibly amazing things are being drawn to you. And that veil of protection, I just have to find this card because the wording on it is so like, oh, that's what it is, you know? And like, you know, I really just hope that you're crying lots through this time. Should be right at the top here, right? Come on, where is it? I think it's in this deck. Maybe I've just already said the message, whatever's. You know when you want to find something, you can't fucking find it and it's right in front of you. Oh my God, I've already gone past it. Whatever. Oh my God, no, it's not even there. This veil of protection is like surrounding, I don't know, I'll probably find it after when I'm not looking for it, of course. But it's kind of like, this is like happening to you because you asked for this. Like you asked for, I want to say you asked for more. Also, like you also didn't, like this has been going on for a little while, but the whole process has been going on for a couple of years for you. And you've just been like, I don't know anymore. I do, and I'm trying, and then I just give up and I don't know anymore, because it's literally like you can't. Like I can't, but you've reached the point where I can't because it's all dismantling. But I want you to take away from this that this is like you're creating your own vortex now. You're creating your own vortex. Like that, there's another saying. I don't know why I'm getting all these analogies for you. I was going to post about it anyway coming up, so you'll see it anyway. But it's like you're animating your own frequency now rather than you being entangled in the web, which is, again, super in alignment with the collective reading that I did at the start. So if you missed that, then rewatch that. But that's like you're fully experiencing this. You are fully experiencing this, and that's what's happening. So this center and ground, it's kind of like coming back to the heart, coming back to the now. This is very present. This is very here. When we're in a place where we literally can't do anything anymore, we're done, we're out, we're gone, like we're out. When we're in that place, the best thing to do, oh my God, I just shuffled and look what came up. You saw me shuffling that again. You literally saw me shuffling that again. Wow. I'm just going to read that message. I'm pretty sure this is about releasing your emotions, and that's what I said. It's like, let it out. Let it out. This is healing. When we are crying, it's healing. Oh my God, I just fully shuffled that and that came out again. That blows my mind when stuff like that happens. I do this every fucking day. I've done this work every day and I still am blown away by what happens. For real. Most people think of Willow as graceful and soft, a beautiful tree with weak wood. She's happy to let you have your delusions. But underground, she sends her expansive roots questing for water, the element of emotion, which feeds her extraordinary flexibility. Willow loves to dunk her feet, sampling the flow of feelings, tasting anger and joy and sorrow and sass. Plancy allows her to have great empathy without becoming overwhelmed by the emotions of others. Instead, they flow through her like water. If you find yourself armoring up to handle high emotions, call on Willow to teach you the ways of the water. When Willow appears, it's a reminder to let your emotions flow through you. And this is like very much around like you just can't anymore. And it's like, yeah, just let it out. Just absolutely let it out. Just let it go. And this is like it might not feel like it, but I wish I could find that other card, damn it. Like you're fully protected through this portal, you know, like it's like a veil of protection is surrounding you. I don't know why I can't find that card. Oh, here it is here. It's on the holy water card, of course, right? Holy water. A veil of protection is covering you and your life. Like when this happens, it is literally like we go invisible, right? With everything I described about what's happening on that. It's literally like we go invisible to life, to society, to fucking everything. And we feel it at our core. Oh my God, we feel it at our core. And it is, and I'm really bringing this to your awareness because this came up as the overlying card, a pocket of protection. And then this is so strong, that's why I had to find it. A veil of protection is covering you and your life. Like it's a bit like going into hiding. Like it's like spirit put you into hiding because you would have gone on a wrong path when you were supposed to create your own path. And that is why this is happening, because your purpose is that strong and needed on the planet that this is happening to you. Sometimes we're like, I don't fucking want this to be happening right now. This wasn't in the plan. This wasn't in the conscious plan. This was in my soul plan. Got it right, but fuck, really? We get it, but fuck, really? All of that. Okay, I'll have another round of yes pleases. That was a really strong message. I know I went on a bit, but it was really strong. Did you get the message? No, I know you didn't. Yep. Andrea, being an empath and not understanding it has literally been the death of me. Please read my book. If you haven't read my book, yeah, but fuck, right? If you haven't read my book, can't even think of the name of it. Ancient Blooded Healer, you're one of a kind. You can find it on Amazon, or just comment book and I'll send you the link on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon, Ancient Blooded Healer, you're one of a kind, or type in Hannah Andrews, H-A-N-N-A-H. You're hiding in the vortex at the moment. Yeah, it's honestly like it can be the most like excruciatingly painful thing. And the collective message at the start was really about when you're really coming out of the hiding and out of the vortex, that it's like it's so tangibly close and you're like, oh my God, like, and you can feel that you've come out too, you know? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Kerry. My book is amazing. Yeah. If you really want to understand your empath, you know, pieces and, you know, because in the book I really go into like how you are as an ancient blooded healer, like your gift, like I help you understand your gift. Like an empath, we get so entangled in other people's emotions, but in my book, I really explain all the different facets of it. So you're like, oh my God, this is what I've been doing all the time, right? So yeah, if you haven't read my book, please, like, that will really help explain things for you for sure, for sure. Yeah, Brenda, ever since your mother passed away, everything's been trying to keep you isolated at home. Yeah, good, because you're supposed to cry. That message was for you too. Really strong. Okay, who is this one for? With this yes pleases. Yeah, it's so hard. Like, you know, but housebound isolation periods are so crucial to healing and to our purpose truly being shown to us, like for real. Yeah. Okay. So these yes pleases. Housebound and can't drive. Yeah, it's kind of like after the dog attack for me, it was like forced. Yeah. Okay. This reading is for. I think I was already channeling the message. Okay, just checking in with this. I didn't see your message there, your comment, Prema. Had to take the day off last week because everything was just crazy. Yeah, I'm so glad you took the day off, because when it's like spinning in as well, and I talk about that in my book too, actually, when it's like spinning, or when it's like I talk about how this heals, how trauma comes out, how we feel like we're losing our mind, how everything is like forcing us and pulling us all at the same time. Like it's because you're literally like a death and rebirth. Yeah. Okay, so these yes pleasers, you're so welcome. Okay, there's Sarah, trusting it's Sarah. Sarah Twynham, TWYNHAM. Just gonna check if Sarah's still here. I know you only just put it in, but just checking, because some people do just drop it in and then disappear, and I'm like, well, that's not fair to everyone else. Okay. Yay, Sarah's here. So with everything we're just talking about, I literally pulled the purpose card for you. Life purpose. It is in the past. Then we have joy in the right now. This feels like if it doesn't touch your heart, it's not the path. And then you have blessing in disguise. And I feel like you've been called to wait. Like it's a bit like this feeling from the collective reading at the start. No, forcing you to come back in here and let spirit go and do it. But it's like you've been forced to wait, like, and it's a different feeling for you. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like you're trying and getting all these no's, and it's not like you're not doing things. Like it's a different sort of a waiting for you. It's interesting. What is that? What is that? So getting, yeah, acceptance. Okay, because it's getting like divine timing with that. So energy work and acceptance, you know, and that's where I was like, it's a divine timing. Like when I was like, oh, what is that weight? And I'm like, it's a divine timing. It's a divine timing, and it has to be this divine timing. Like whatever it is for you, it has to be this divine timing for some reason. So acceptance, see yourself and others through the lies, realize. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love. See yourself and others through the eyes that realize, So third eye chakra consciousness, like it, and it just feels like there's something with like a relationship, but there's it's like a waiting. It's so weird, this feeling. It's definitely a divine timing. And so third eye chakra consciousness, you're being shown, it's like you're being forced to wait, because there's more information coming through that's going to help, but also like this, I don't know how to describe it. It's like this pushing, it's so weird, this feeling for you. I'm not getting any information. I'm not getting any information because this is for you to realize. This is for your eyes to realize what you're being shown about your purpose and about the waiting period. And you know, and again, tapping that collective reading was so strong today. Tapping into what I was talking about on the collective reading, it's like it's yours to receive. Do you know what I mean? It's not mine to tell you. It's yours to receive. And it's yours to realize the signs, right? Then this was getting like this. It's like yours to realize the signs, because this one, the acceptance of the angels, is like, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to the highest potential. Like if you look at this, like all the angels are like coming down, right? To all these people here, or fairies or angels or whatever they are. And it's like, you're being shown, like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you have to see the signs. You have to see the signs that are guiding you on your purpose. And yes, if it's not, if it doesn't touch your heart, it's not the path. Like only follow the joy in this. Like, and I almost want to say to you, if it's too hard, it's also not the path. Meaning like when we are on the full epitome of our life purpose, it is flowing. It's not always easy, but it's flowing, and it, like, do you know what I mean? It's like all the closed doors, you know, that we're sort of talking about here. And it's kind of like you need to keep following this, but there's a divine timing, but it's almost like the divine timing is waiting on your eyes to realize. It's such a strong message. It's a very, very big third eye chakra consciousness coming through, which is all about relationships, past, present, future. Bottom card of the deck is let your past go. So there might be some past life work, healing, etc. that you're needing to work on. Oh yeah, because this came out too, the energy work. And so it's kind of like, maybe that's what part of the divine timing is that's happening right now, is that, excuse me, your eyes need to realize, and that's what you're like working on. And it's not for me to see, it's for you to see the signs, because you're doing the work. And the assertiveness card is you trusting yourself on this, you know, like you having the confidence to trust yourself instead of listening to everyone else outside. And you'll see that it's the blessing in disguise that you needed to walk this as like training for your purpose of what you're actually going through, of where you're going. Do you know what I mean? Like this is your training. This is your training. Yeah. Okay. And going through a healing process. Yep. Hearing noises, felt like I was going crazy. I'm going to do I'll do a live stream this week on signs and synchronicities, because as I said, people are like, reality has changed and people are really hearing and seeing so much because the veil has shifted. Like the veil, like reality's changed. Like the veil is thin. You know how like in the past, 5-10 years more, we'd have like periods where the veil's really thin, like over the eclipses, but now it's just thin all the time. Reality's changed. And so people are hearing all of these things, if that makes sense. Yeah. So blessing in disguise, assertiveness, life purpose, energy work. Like this is for you to realize. And as I said, third eye chakra consciousness is past, present, future, all of those things. Yeah. Intuition is really heightened. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, like what I'm releasing, and this is what I'm so excited about. I know I keep saying it, but like what I'm releasing tomorrow, because it's going to take me the rest of today to finish it and probably late into the night. After 3 weeks of like solids, all I've been doing is I've been like MIA on social media, because I've just been like working on this thing, and this is like, it's everything. I'm like, this has taken 8 years for me to like pull together to like, this is what I help people with, like with everything. It's just, oh my God, I'm so excited. I pulled these as well when I was like, you know, trying to get more information. I was like, what is this? Red lily is the crown, of course. Opens the crown chakra, but spiritually grounded, because it's kind of red lily, even though it looks pink. But red is the base chakra. And so it's like, it's a crown because it's lily. And this is where like the flow, like the Taurus flow, you know, and through the body, it's like that. It's like reconnecting the whole flow, because it inspires the creativity as the turkey bush as well. And this is where, as I said, you know, when we're housebound, when we're taking time off, when we're doing whatever, like, and the thing is if we don't, you know how I pulled that Nautilus card for, I think, Prem, and it was like the vortex, like you're creating your own vortex. It's like, if you don't, having goosebumps with this one. Here's the message for everybody. If you don't follow your purpose when you're getting the intuition to, you will be forced to follow your intuition. Sick, time out, all the things. So also in my book, I talk about this, right? In a different way, in that, you know, like when you're being guided to work on your psychic development and, you know, train your gift, you know, you might start having like bad visions or scary visions or seeing shadows or whatever it is. And if you're not going to actively work on your psychic development, you like that'll keep happening. But as soon as you start taking steps to work on your psychic development, then like those visions don't happen because it was only trying to get your attention. So when we get sick or we're forced into a rest, it's because you're being guided to move on your purpose. Like you hadn't been, you know, it's like you're gonna listen to the signs, you're gonna listen to the signs. Okay, we need to wake you up. Like, come on, right? And what's this card? Now I've been showing it to everyone. The illumination of your deepest secret self, right? It's kind of like you're being guided to birth out. It's all the jellyfish. You're being guided to birth out, you know? It's like this piece around like these forced rests like can be avoided if we just listen to our intuition with what we're being guided to do now. Yeah. Okay. I have to jump off my clients in a moment. Thank you so much for being here. Keep your eyes peeled for what I'm releasing tomorrow. It's gonna I'm just so excited because it's just like everything. It's everything. If you want to jump in for the intuitive channel, we have the full moon ceremony coming up at the end of this week. Next Sunday it is. And with the intuitive channel, get a 2-week free trial so you can try it out for free, see what it's like to receive a message from me privately on Telegram in our channel group every day. And you can also jump in, like there's a upgraded version where you can receive the full moon ceremony as well. So that is there. Just comment channel below and I'll send it to you. If not, keep your eyes peeled. And once I finally finish this project, I'll be more active out here to connect with you guys and help and support and guide you to awaken your purpose and live out your dreams, because I am the life purpose queen and that is what I'm here to do. See you guys.